What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Revelers Rule podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, and today we are joined by a couple of gentlemen who, in my opinion, need no introduction. If you know anything about boutique cigars or have been paying attention to the boutique cigar world, you know these guys as the gentleman from Apostates, and of course, I'm talking about Brandon and Kendrick. What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hello, Kyle. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again as well, my friend. I like your setup. It's definitely giving off some pretty chill vibes.
I'm in a cage.
His setup or my setup? His setup.
His setup. You definitely. I'm talking
You're
to Kendrick.
Terribly uncomfortable, like your footwear.
I said nothing of the kind.
I don't show my bare feet for free, so I can't prove to you that I'm not wearing cowboy boots right now. But
nor should you.
So, yeah.
If you're gonna show your bare feet, people need to fucking pay.
You get it.
So that's standard.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you understand.
No, absolutely. And I mean, considering feet are not my thing, I mean, I kind of understand that you really should get paid if someone's asking you to show them.
I bet
I'm glad
can make feet your thing.
Personally, Kyle.
What's that, Kendrick?
It's cool that feet aren't your thing, but I'm glad I have mine. So.
Oh my gosh! See,
he's grateful for feet. Some people don't even have feet. That's true. That's true.
This is true. Okay, I don't have a thing for feet. How about I rephrase that? Does that come across a little clearer?
Yes, that makes more sense. Yeah.
So, Brandon, we kind of touched on this just a second ago. The last time, well, Kendrick wasn't able to join us, unfortunately, but you were in California and you joined me and our good friend Michelle Dowd for what was supposed to be an episode for this podcast. And I Kendrick, you weren't around for hearing some of the story, but I was in the shit at that current point in time. I needed a win and it was not happening. And it clearly did not happen with
we got no audio of that episode, and which is crazy because we solved cancer, we solved
world hunger,
world hunger, and now there's no one will ever know.
Well, shit happens.
Well, the shit that was happening was, like, at least as far as the technical aspects, like my laptop just took a dump on me. And it wouldn't charge, and nothing we did could, bring it back to life. So I borrowed my father-in-law's brand new Dell laptop. Now, I should have known there would have been an issue because it's a Dell. But, yeah, no, Dells are terrible. And
sorry, he made a joke. You missed it.
Yeah, and it just landed right now. It just landed.
It didn't
right
warrant a laugh that loud from me,
no,
but
it
you
was
got
kind
it
of
anyway.
a lame joke. But
for some reason, even though I had it plugged in and I reset the screen timer and all that shit, because I mean, being a recording musician, Kendrick, you understand that, like, especially when it comes to laptops, if the screen times out, it doesn't record shit. And I don't know if you've experienced
being
that.
at the mercy of technology sometimes, no doubt.
What are you smoking there, Kyle? What do you got? What is that?
Looks like it's a secret what he's smoking.
It's a secret. Oh,
'tis a secret. It's my last secret. It is my last. Well, it's my last secret, my last apostate altogether. So
what
is that? Is that the secret combo I handed you when I was in California, or did you get that when we were in Vegas?
It's one of them. I smoked everything else, but yeah, it's one of the ones. I've been kind of just saving it.
What?
So, but
smallbatch.com, go order some more Apostate.
For sure. But yeah, no, it didn't. Basically, over 2 hours of footage was recorded, next to no audio.
That's a shitty bummer.
Yeah, it really was.
It was good stuff too. Yeah,
it was good stuff. We had a great conversation because I don't know what you know about Michelle, Kendrick, because I've told Brandon a lot about her. And she's a cult survivor, like apocalyptic cult survivor.
Oh wow,
and
that's intense.
Yeah, In fact, that book behind me, the one that looks like it has it says Forager on it, and it has that kind of weird design on the front.
Yeah.
That's her book.
Oh, no shit. That sounds
yeah,
really interesting. Brandon and I can share in the cult escapism thing.
Yeah. So she kind of like you guys in the same similar sense. She was born into it, except her grandfather was the one who started it. And he told everyone he was going to live to be 500 years old and that they were going to be the ones to basically rule the earth after the apocalypse and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
wow.
it was crazy. It was all holed up in the San Angeles mountains and stuff.
Wild.
And she got out when she was like 15 or 16.
Oh, wow.
So
that sounds like a book I kind of want to read.
You should.
You really should. You really should. I know Brandon's
I have it
read
on audio.
Oh, what's it called?
Forager.
Yeah, Forager. Field Notes for Surviving a Family Cult. It's her memoir.
Okay. I have a bunch of Audible credits I need to use. So
yeah, dude, it's super interesting. Well, she wrote it very well. I think
you have Spotify
she's the one narrating
Premium,
it too.
Yeah, if you have Spotify Premium, you can just listen to it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So you don't need to cash in any credits if you got Spotify Premium. You could just listen to it on there.
Cool.
So, but long story short, that ended up being a shit show. Great conversation. We had a blast hanging out. It was a really good time, but there was nothing to show for it afterwards. So
you're recording, right?
I am recording.
Okay, just check.
It's showing me live, and we're already 7 minutes in. So this tells me things that maybe I'm not paying attention to, so that way I don't forget.
Excellent.
So, what is going on with you guys? What has been? I know that PCA was huge for you guys. I know you unveiled the death mask, which I know you. When does that actually officially come out?
October.
That's actually pretty apropos, considering death mask.
Spooky season, man. Yeah, no, it's the cigars are either still in production or nearing the end of production in Nicaragua, and then they're going to take a little nap for a couple months so that they're ready to smoke.
They're finished now. And aging in that beautiful aging room down there.
Gotta love it.
Yeah,
down there, he's talking about Fabrica Oveja Negra in Nicaragua, where James Brown does all his mastery with black label trading and black works and all that. So it's down there.
Awesome.
They're marinating in there as we speak, and we will be packaging them up in September.
Now, tell me a little bit about you guys. I know you guys are updating the packaging and all the displays and stuff you guys were showing off at PCA. Are we going to start seeing some new packaging, new boxes and stuff like that?
Very soon.
Correct.
Awesome. I honestly can't wait to see it.
We revamped everything. So we're keeping the bundle as an option for retailers. They can bring in the 12-count bundles and the display trays if they so choose. But we're also adding the option to do a 20-count box. It's the split top boxes like CAO, that
I love that.
Folds up and then folds forward. So it's still very Apostate in style and design. And but I think it's a cleaner look. It's a narrower footprint. It helps retailers, and you got customers that sometimes they just want to buy a box, So it satisfies that as well.
And they'll be able to refill the box with the bundles. Same as they do the trays. The boxes will basically replace the trays for new retailers once we're all done with the trays. We've still got a few sets left, but
all right. That's fantastic. I love that. Once again, I get paranoid. I'm checking to make sure certain lights are on and blinking.
Everything's good, bro.
I know you guys can hear me, so that means my voice is getting recorded. You can see my face. Sorry about that. But it would not be a podcast without a little separate self-deprecating humor. So there's got to be a little bit of
That's your brand, man. Let's do it.
I mean, it's
shit, man.
You're a piece of shit.
Do you want us to deprecate you too, or are you gonna handle it?
No, I'm dumb, stupid. Anyway, go on,
dude. If this is your kink, I'll indulge you a little bit, but I'm not gonna give you a full on.
It's not feet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if you want me to put you down, I'll put you down, but you know, you're gonna have to do the rest yourself.
Again, don't do it for free. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm telling you. No.
So yeah, we got the death mask, we got the new packaging, and then we also have the lost pages. And so basically, over the last 5 years of core production, they've been saving the trimmings and scraps from that production, and they've been keeping them in a big bin, and we had them throw on a Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper around it and turned it into a cigarillo. Those are going to come in 100 count boxes that are open like a book. For the lost pages, and
those will be shipping any day.
Any
I like
day.
it.
It is in packaging right now at the factory. So once that's all finished up, it only takes a few days to get from the DR to our warehouse, and then they will be distributed accordingly.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I kind of like, cause I know you guys are big on like concept and everything like that. And especially when it comes to design and presentation. So I really like that you're still kind of adding that mystique to it. Lost Pages definitely has a bit of mystique to it. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
So.
And yeah, it ties into the Mormon thing too. There was 116 lost pages of the Book of Mormon that never made it into the book. And
if you watch the South Park Mormon episode with Joseph Smith, you'll know why.
It'll tell the whole story and pretty accurate.
Dum 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 dum.
I was gonna say dum 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 dum. Yes, I'm familiar. I'm familiar. At the many stabs. I mean, the many stabs at religion in general, but definitely the many stabs at the Mormon Church. That
episode of South Park is the most historically accurate depiction of early Mormonism that you can find in media today. Still,
it's scarily accurate. Yeah,
that's which makes it all the funnier because it's just like they weren't just throwing a bunch of random
shit, bro. Yeah, no,
because that's the thing about like certain Christian films, especially when you're talking about like apocalyptic shit. You could throw together a nice apocalyptic thriller with Christian themes and know next to nothing about Christianity as a whole, and it would still work. But the fact
totally
that
works. The whole thing's a death cult.
Yeah, and so putting everything together, all the research and everything like that, I don't know why, but it makes it funnier. Just the fact that it's like factually accurate in terms of like actual church history for the LDS. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you can tell that their time growing up in Colorado, they had close proximity to their Mormon neighbors because there's a lot. You had Orgasmo, you had the Book of Mormon on Broadway. All the South Park shit. These guys have done their homework once or twice.
Trey Parker dated a Mormon in high school.
And apparently the fascination never died
out when he went over to her house and all that shit. Yeah.
I mean, I dated a Mormon girl in high school, so
from on their whole.
I'm sure
not something that is completely
went to family home
unfamiliar to me. And I think I may have lost you guys. Yep. I love it when internet connection.
Kyle's frozen
completely
on us.
And totally
we lost
you.
Kyle. God damn it, Kyle.
What?
Damn it,
Kyle. Kyle. There he is.
There I am.
Jesus Christ.
And it's always me. Like on the I was interviewing Justin and Crystal Shafia, and this almost exact same thing happened where they're still talking, I get booted, and then their reactions to me getting booted gets recorded. So
you just got the same thing from us. You're welcome.
Well, I think maybe you're haunted, Kyle.
I'm haunted by many things, Kendrick.
Well, let's dive into our traumas then, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a little
Let's dive into our
Let's
dive into our traumas and make them funny.
Let's unpack our childhood.
That's the core of my humor is childhood trauma. So you know,
What's the multiple of childhood? Childrenhoods?
Childhoods.
Childrenhoods. I don't know.
Childrenhoods.
I don't
Moosin.
Cool.
Geesin. I wasn't really good at conjugation.
Gooses.
And that word is not what you think it means if you're listening and you heard something else completely different.
I mean, it kind of comes from the same place.
It does, but yeah, I guess it's what you could call a homonym.
Ultimately, everything comes from the same place. So
here we go.
We don't have time to unpack all that.
You remember the little segment on I think it was Saturday Night Live before Phil Hartman died. It was Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like we were about to do.
It's honestly 90s SNL is it for me.
We keep circling dangerous territory. We should probably back off a bit.
I mean, really, what's dangerous territory for you, Kendrick? I mean, this could get dicey.
I don't know.
I do.
Because, I mean, well, you know him better than I do, Brandon, but I'm just saying you and I have discussed, dark shit here and there. So, I mean, it could go any which way, really.
I'm a ray of fucking sunshine, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Except when you're not.
Well, that's most of us, I feel like.
But he's often a bright, shining.
Yes, he is.
City on a hill.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're still tapping into the scriptural shit. That's hilarious. So,
it doesn't really stop. Yeah.
Well, no, I would imagine it doesn't. It doesn't really for me either, because I still catch that same kind of stuff even after walking away from all that and deconstructing and all that kind of shit. I always end up hearing
deconstruction
something.
is you have to deconstruct, right, or you're going to go insane. But it's still it doesn't change the fact that it's in your DNA, man. Every reference you had for however many years came from that place, right?
You deconstruct, but what you build from the rubble is still the rubble of.
It's still those materials. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But there's an entire niche of that particular demographic in either YouTube or TikTok. I see it fucking everywhere, pop up on my feeds constantly. People talking about that same kind of stuff. So, and some of them are really interesting, and then others are just like, holy shit, I didn't grow up in a church environment. I just kind of came into that later when I was a teenager. But there was one or two times when people were saying stuff to me like, dude, you really need to be careful because I'm terrified you're going to end up really disappointed. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And then I look back and I'm like, yeah.
Someone with a fully developed prefrontal lobe was trying to warn you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's
how we learn them, It's how we learn.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? It's for me personally, I'm grateful for that time. I'm grateful for that part of my life because there were a number of things that I learned and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just sometimes when I think about things I said, how I thought about things, how I viewed things, it was pretty weird. Looking back, and when you're looking through that different set of glasses, you're just like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
But you guys know that better than most.
Well, indeed. I wouldn't say better than most, but definitely we're uniquely positioned to tell that story.
We have a unique vantage point. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. So, but I don't know if you caught that bit. It probably did because as soon as you guys came back, you're like, Kyle. But I actually dated a Mormon girl when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was very short-lived because she was a senior and she was graduating. I was a freshman.
You dated a senior when you were a freshman?
Use the word dating.
You hung out with in a more intimate way than just hanging out.
No.
You rode in the back together once.
You
we
held
were in
hands in the
choir.
hallway. Yeah,
We were in choir together. Does that explain a lot?
fucking choir nerds. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was in chamber singers in high school. She was like one of the lead sopranos.
I felt my
And-
first boob on a choir trip.
That's what choir trips are for, man. That's that's why that club exists.
Like, can you imagine, like, if there was such thing as like an exit interview? It's like, what was your most memorable experience when you were in choir?
That's top 3
it
for
was,
sure. Yep.
It was a very touching experience. I will say that much.
Indeed.
I got the dad jokes and puns and spades. You guys know this.
Bring it.
Absolutely. So, but no, she was. None of her or her siblings are in the church anymore. So,
Yeah.
her younger siblings, they're a little bit more like, when it comes to their parents, they're a little bit more chill about it. Like, like, yeah, we're not in the church anymore. But the girl I dated, the oldest sister, she kind of plays like a pseudo Mormon personality when she's around her parents, because she loves her parents and she wants to make them happy, even though she's no longer in the church.
Yeah.
But yeah, her 2 siblings are like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, we did all the things. We went on our missions. We went to church every Sunday. We're done trying to earn cool points with mom and dad and the rest of the family. So, but apparently they're still all on good terms.
Yeah, I did all the things that I thought would punch my ticket to heaven, and I was still miserable. So, it's at a
Guilt is
certain
the
point
thing,
you
man.
look for something else,
No, absolutely. It's like, when I look back on a lot of that stuff, like, one of the most prominent feelings was guilt. Like, it was always
Of course.
there.
That's not a bug, that's a feature, bro. That's yeah.
No, and even if nobody was making me feel guilty, nobody was saying anything to make me feel guilty.
No, nothing overt.
No, that's how it works. Yep.
Yeah. Like, having even a remotely impure thought and you're like beating yourself up, and I say impure very loosely because, like, what the hell's an impure thought? But it's just like, if I had certain thoughts, I would be like beating myself up, like, and saying things like, here's the trigger word. I was struggling. I said that a lot. I always said, like, I'm struggling right now. And like, what are you struggling with? Oh no, spiritual warfare. It's like, it wasn't anything of the kind. It was just a mental game. And that's the thing that I remember most.
Yeah.
It is called life, but like, with that particular religious tinge added to it, it kind of adds additional weight to the guilt, that you're just like, looking back, you're like, why did I feel guilty about that? It was a normal thing. It was an absolutely normal thing for a young person to think about, or whatever it was. And you're just like,
Totally
beating yourself up over the head with a club.
So what are you getting out of that secret cigar that you're smoking?
It is definitely one of the milder ones. I'm pretty sure this is the Connecticut.
Yeah, it's the Connecticut torpedo. Yep.
Yeah, it's very mild.
So very mild, but very smooth. Nice little bit of sweetness going to it, especially after the retrohale.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a tasty smoke, guys. Well done. Well done. I like this particular secret. So
glad you
I do, very much so. Now, like, I've had this question in the back of my mind, like, do you think you guys will ever run out of, like, the symbolism and the different stuff from your upbringing to continue to put on cigars? Never? You don't think you ever will?
Oh no. In fact, sometimes it's there's too
much. Yeah. Sometimes we have the problem where we're trying to talk about something and there's too many options, and it's really hard to narrow down what's the right one for the vibe we're going for.
Right.
And in terms of our core line, they kind of chose themselves,
right.
Because I wanted the symbols in Apostate to match the name. And so that was easier to narrow down anyway.
Right.
Well,
there were some of the more obvious, like, more prominent symbols that were probably a lot easier to choose in the beginning, I would imagine.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was low hanging fruit, but it was also incredibly appropriate for what we were doing. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
the most. I think if you're Mormon adjacent or even familiar with, Mormon culture at all, you've probably
Mm-hmm.
heard some of the names, right? Especially like
Right.
Moroni's trumpet. You know what that is. So there's, obviously we spend a lot of time explaining what the names mean. We knew that would be a thing when we did it though. So
Yeah.
That's how I always knew how to spot a Mormon church from a distance is seeing Moroni on the top of the spire.
Yeah, I mean, if
blowing
you've
his
ever
trumpet.
rounded the freeway in San Diego, you see
yeah,
it,
exactly.
or anywhere really,
Yeah,
There
any
was
major city now at this point. Yeah.
pretty much.
there was a temple, I think, that was in either Riverside or Redlands that
Riverside.
Riverside.
Riverside, that like for a time, and I don't know if this is standard, but like they allow public viewing before they consecrate it, I
Yeah.
guess, or dedicate
Yeah,
the
it's an
temple.
open house. Yeah.
That's kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny to me. I know there's like religious practices and rites that people do that make it, consecrated or holy. But it's just funny to me because you have to jump through so many hoops to be even temple worthy. And, other than like say get married in the temple, but I've even heard that you have to like still be temple worthy in order to get
Yeah,
married in
you
the
do. You
temple.
can't get married in the temple if you're not following the temple guidelines.
Well, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
if you lie.
Yeah, which we all did. Yeah.
I never got married in the temple, but
I sure did the first time.
Yeah. What is
Mhm.
that like? Because like I know certain practices and stuff have changed over the years because I think I told you I saw that documentary The God Makers, but that came out in like the 70s or 80s.
Oh my
And
God. The
yeah,
cartoon.
it's got
Yeah.
some of the
the
deep,
cartoon, well,
like
yeah, the cartoon,
yeah,
yeah, the cartoon was part of it, but no, there were like interviews with former like bishops and former,
sure.
people within the church and stuff like that. And like and there was even like one called the Temple of the God Makers,
Mhm.
where they showed certain, I couldn't even tell you what it was because I was like in high school when I saw it.
The
And it was
Mormon
showed,
marriage ceremony is pretty basic. You're in a
It's pretty basic.
kneeling over an altar, and they basically marry you forever instead of just till death do you part. And
Sealed for time and all eternity, baby.
and the wife can only get into heaven through her husband.
of course.
The husband brings the wife through the veil before through this veil, and
Mhm.
you have your secret name that they give you, and the woman has to share her name with the man, but the man doesn't share his name with the woman.
What is it? Is he fucking Muad'Dib? What the hell?
Oh, it's just a
What deep? That's a deep Dune reference. I like that.
Yeah, no, big Dune fan, and there's odd parallels there too. So,
Oh, for
bizarre.
sure. Yeah. Dune is basically the story of Christianity if Jesus turned into the bad guy at the end, you know. Other than that, it's the same.
Pretty,
I
pretty
gotta
much.
say, I never read Dune. I never saw the movies. I don't really know much about Dune, so I'm afraid I can't participate in any
It's
Dune conversation.
If you saw Star Wars, if you read the Bible, you saw Dune.
Okay, so it's
basically, yeah,
hero's journey, basically.
it's a savior story. Absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Um,
but it gets more weird and convoluted the
super
deeper you
weird.
read.
Yeah, as weird
Like,
as you can get a science fiction writer to go. Really, yeah.
but it's like the template for like all modern science fiction from that book. Like almost anything you see in Star Trek, Star Wars, or any other type of deep space type of deal. Yeah, it came from Dune. Like Frank Herbert, he created something for sure, and it's a lot of fun, but it is fucking weird. It is like
I
a
mean,
lot of religious.
after book one, it's really hard for me to go further. It just gets so weird so fast. Yeah.
I made it to God Emperor of Dune, and that was the farthest I could go.
Which was book three,
No, that was book
isn't it?
4.
Or it's book 4.
Dune, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of
Children
Dune.
of Dune. Anyways, the Mormon marriage ceremony is pretty boring. It's all the shit you have to do before that's weird. So
Oh, I see.
The ceiling rooms typically have 2 mirrors, adjacent to each other on the walls, so that when you're looking, you can see into eternity, kind of a thing.
Very symbolic.
Yeah.
Sounds creepy though.
But it's a very quick ceremony. No one talks but the officiator. There aren't any vows.
You really don't say anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just stand there and get talked at, basically.
You kneel across from your partner at the altar, and you hold hands, and they talk, and you don't. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I had friends who were like part of the bridal party in a Mormon wedding, and they had to stand outside.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is it's incredibly alienating for your family members who want to celebrate your day with you, right? So, oh, I'm invited to the wedding, but I got to stand outside for an hour. All right.
Well, something like that happened with me, except this will be a little bit more, a lot farther outside of religion and more towards Kendrick's wheelhouse of performing. When I was doing a gig at a bar, my wife and I were dating at the time, and the thing was, her being with the band didn't really do anything because she wasn't 21 yet. They wouldn't let her in. She had to stand outside and watch us perform. I didn't earn any cool points that night whatsoever. She's just like standing outside. She's like, yeah, it was really fun watching you guys from outside. So, yeah, it's, that was one of our early dating horror stories. So,
and she's still married to you. Look at you go.
She's still married me. I joke with her often, where like throughout the years, rather, that like she had 3 opportunities to back out. When I asked her to be my girlfriend, when I proposed, and when we were like at the altar. You could have just been like, hey, you had 3 chances and you still said yes. So I feel no sympathy for you.
I guess she likes you. Yeah.
She must like me a little bit, I guess. And she had kids with me. Yeah, I know. Well, poor guy, poor her. She has to put up with me and all this shit.
No, none of that self-deprecating.
No, I only say that because like we are, and obviously you're gonna have some stark, opposite traits from your partner, no matter who you date or marry, no matter what.
I hope so. Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I'm a world apart from her. She fucking hates cigars. I've mentioned this numerous times. She hates how I smell afterwards. She absolutely finds them disgusting.
That's rough.
It is a little rough because she like recoils when I walk in the house. I
had a girl. I was dating a girl when I first got into cigars, and she would say, "If you have to smoke them, I don't want to see it and I don't want to smell it." Which means,
well, you're gonna have one of the two.
Which means that I had to wait until she was a flight attendant, so I had to wait till she was on a work trip to smoke cigars.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I couldn't come home smelling like them, and she didn't want to be around it when I smoked. So
my wife is the one who got me into cigars, so I don't have either of those issues at all. She won't smoke them with me, but she doesn't give a shit.
She doesn't smoke them with. How did she get you into cigars? Does she like actually smoke them, or she just doesn't smoke them with you?
No, we'd been dating for a couple of years, and I'm kind of hard to shop for because if I need something or I want something, I just go get it. It's really hard to get me a gift, right? So it was my birthday. I had just moved in with her that year, and she didn't know what to get me for my birthday. She saw some internet advertisement for one of those CI, buy a humidor, it comes with a lighter and a cutter and 20 cigars. So she was like, oh, that's kind of cool, he might like that. And little did she know that I fucking loved it. And
she created a monster.
It's all in the rear view from there. Yeah, dude.
I was gonna say the rest is history, because look at where you're at now.
All her fault.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think
you
she
married
has...
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I don't think she has any regrets.
I should hope not. Because you guys have how many kids?
I don't know, 7 or 8. 5. 5. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but you are a braver man than I am, because after 2, my wife said, "So when are you getting snipped?" Basically.
Yeah, after number 5, I went straight to the doctor, and
Well, but Brandon has 2 baby mamas,
I
so
do. It is a
Okay.
blended Brady Bunch situation, but it's 5 kids, man. It's
No, that's
we're
no
really
joke,
down to
dude.
2. My 3 oldest are all out of high school, and I never see them. So I really have 2 kids these days.
No, literally middle of COVID, with the kids being home every single damn day. Like I, one, never drank more than I ever had in my life. Just to, just to feel
COVID.
okay.
it was
Just to
Yeah,
feel
COVID.
okay.
It was fucking COVID.
Yeah.
we know.
It was
I mean, we're
the end of times, you know.
yeah. I
Yeah.
drink a lot too, but
But like I told my wife, I said, if I found out you were pregnant tomorrow, I'd have a nervous breakdown. She says, well, there's only one way to fix that. And
yeah,
so booked an appointment, and that
Put
was
your mind at ease, huh?
that was my Christmas present to her. I literally got it in December.
there you go. Smart
But
move.
yeah, oh gosh. Well, I had less to worry about after that, because it's just like,
Yeah,
I'm walking around with no bullets.
yeah, man. You
So
got sheet and blanks.
pretty much. So, well, what else have you guys got going on up on the horizon? I mean, obviously PCA is in the rear view. You guys got, it's a while before the next big expo, big event. I
We've
know
got
every
some
cigar
other
brand.
events, coming up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at Rocky Mountain this year for the first time.
Nice.
Brandon's gonna be in Pittsburgh next month
Mm-hmm.
Doing the
for
Pittsburgh cigar crawl. Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
I will be in Montana for an event in July. And then I'm also going to Bend, Oregon for an event there in
August.
August.
Mhm. No,
August,
September.
September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we've got
Well,
the Inter Tobacco trade show in Europe this year that we're planning on. We've got
oh wow.
that's also in September. Then we're doing right now it's looking like we're gonna have 4 tour groups come down and tour the factory in November. So we'll be in the DR for 15 days straight, which is just terrible.
Rough life.
Just the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking
Uh,
forward to that. It's going to be our
so
second annual general conference, Apostate General Conference.
Okay.
So yeah, from now to the rest of the year, we got quite a bit going on.
Seriously.
Yeah, and we've got Death Mask in October.
Mhm.
What else? I feel like we're missing stuff. I don't know. Yeah, just fun stuff. Kendrick just
Yeah.
spent time in the DR last week working on a few things that we'll talk about at a later time. We've got shit, man. I was just in Texas doing one of our first sold out events ever down there. So things are good, man.
Right.
There's a lot going on.
That's awesome. Now, like, obviously, you guys don't always travel together, just depending on the event or what's going on. How do you guys divvy that up? Because I know for the big stuff like PCA and other big events like it, you guys tend to go to those events together. But how do you
Mhm.
guys divvy up the travel?
Really
Well,
depends on what it is. Yeah.
yeah, it depends on what it is. If it's a situation where one of us is riding with one of our sales reps, that's probably going to be me since I'm their direct boss, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
as far as you know, windshield time with a rep in the area, visiting shops and lining up events, that's going to be me for the most part. But when it comes to bigger
Right.
festivals, like the thing in Bend and the thing in Montana and Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival, if we can't both go, Kendrick's gonna cover those. So.
I was just in the DR last week,
Mm-hmm.
doing some stuff. I take solo trips down there on occasion, just depending on what needs to be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kendrick's more on the operations side as far as, product and packaging and shit like that. So when there's a solo trip needed to the DR to oversee any of that, it's gonna be Kendrick because that's his purview. And I'm usually busy doing other stuff. I love going to the DR with him, but it's not feasible for that to happen multiple times a year. So
That is bucket list for me. Like regardless of where, which factory or whatever, whether it's in the DR or Nicaragua.
I don't know if you
that's
heard.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nicaragua's great. Nicaragua's great. The factories are great. The tobacco's great. But the Dominican there's more to do when you're not at the cigar factory.
For
I
sure.
see.
Yeah, just what are you going to do when the tour's over? Are you going to go to dinner, or where are you going to stay? What are you going to do with your time? It's a little more tourist friendly in the DR. It's come a long way in the last 20 years. When I was a missionary there, it was still pretty third world. Now it's not at all. That's a first world country with first world amenities, and it's
it's very modern in most areas and safe, and the people are super friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
So you should come down in November.
You should come do one of the tours, bro.
All you need to do is buy your plane ticket, and we'll take care of your food, your lodging, transportation, all that shit.
Cigars, everything. Yeah, we got you.
I might be able to convince the wife, because apparently her and her best friend, who is somebody I actually went to high school with, they're planning on going to Paris next year, so I think I should be able to pitch that pretty easily.
It's for work, bro.
It's work.
Well, not just for work, but it's just like, hey, you're going to Europe, I get to go to the DR. So I mean,
amen, brother. Amen.
Seriously, like there's got to be equal energy here, equal.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. Got to be
balanced.
Exactly. Which, like, there was like one other opportunity that could have possibly, because I think I told you, Brandon, like that was potentially offered a trip to the Dominican to go check out Artista's factory as well, and which I know isn't too big of a jaunt from where your factory is and everything like that.
No, it's 5 minutes away.
Yeah,
so a little further than 5 minutes, but yeah, it's fucking close.
And my wife expressed openness for me, it's like, yeah, that'd be cool, like, you should totally go if you have the opportunity, and we'll figure it out if it comes across your place. So yeah, maybe November is going to be my time to take a fucking trip.
I'll send you the info.
And then if you want to see Artista while you're down there, you can go there. There's just on the same street as our factory, there's PDR, Adventura. Those are the ones that I would maybe try and hit if you want to see.
Are you guys close to the Casa Cuevas factory, the Tabacalera Las Lavas? No,
it's in another part of town. It's that's over by where you find like the Carrillo factory and Davidoff and Fuente. It's over on the other side of.
Oh, it's in the other free zone.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, for sure, dude. I would absolutely love to do that, and I'm gonna have to try and see if I can convince the wife to cut me loose.
Well, try planting the seed. Tonight when you get done, just say, "Hey, so the Apostate guy has invited me down to the DR with them in November," and then just leave it at that. And then next week, say, "Oh, so I've just been thinking about this DR trip." And then the next week, say, "So I'm excited for you to go to Paris. That's going to be so fun." And and
how
then
to manipulate your spouse.
And then the next week you go, so
basically manifest it is what you're saying.
I should start, looking at flights now so that I can get the best deal on flights. Because if I wait until October, then it's going to be, twice as expensive. So,
right. Which honestly, that is totally her thing anyway. She like does that kind of stuff all the time. So that's a conversation she'd be down to have with me.
Yeah. Book your flights while you can.
No, for sure.
Of course, she's welcome to come down too. But if she hates Cigar, she probably might want to be there. But
she'd get bored. She'd get bored because probably. I'd be off doing all the fun shit, and she'd be like having to figure out things for herself. So
I mean, we did lock down a pretty cool little villa that we're all going to be staying at. She'd get plenty of pool time if she wanted. And there's plenty of like tourist areas for her to go see if she wants to. Lots to do.
We basically
for sure.
booked a little mini all-inclusive resort just for our tour group. So
that's awesome, dude. That is fucking awesome. Well, shifting gears a little bit, Kendrick, like during the times that you're home and stuff like that, I know you're a performer. Like, how does that work for you? Like in terms of like book, all the gigs you do and stuff like that. Give us a little bit of like a view of what goes on when you're, doing music and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll book a gig, and if it's with my band, then we'll need to rehearse beforehand. I do solo gigs also. It just depends on what the client wants. It's mostly for like corporate clients and wedding gigs, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Most of my gigs are in the Park City area, in like the big resorts at Deer Valley, kind of a thing for wedding events or corporate things. I do have a couple public concerts with my band booked for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sprinkle it in as as they come to me. I'm not super aggressive on finding new gigs right now, but if they reach out to me, I usually say yes if I'm available.
Now,
And
do you just do like gigs, or do you like record or anything like that? Do you guys have like any demos
I have
or
a
anything like
recording
that?
studio, but I haven't been doing much recording lately. The last thing I recorded was like, I don't know, 4 months ago now or something like that. It was just me and a bass player friend that I work with.
Yeah.
And we just recorded some stuff messing around. I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but it was fun to do.
If any time in the near future when we're all hanging out together, if there happens to be a piano nearby, you have to play Vienna and I'll sing it. That is my favorite Billy Joel song of all time.
It's a wonderful song, and I'd be happy to play it for you.
No, that would be awesome, because I haven't done it in a long time, but like for a good chunk of my 20s, I was in a couple different bands and stuff like that, and we performed. Now this was this was back in the days where I wanted to be a touring Christian musician, and so I was in a couple. Both of the bands that I was in were Christian bands, but we played either. Yep. Now, Brandon, sometimes I forget you're also a musician. I mean, I know that like you and I are kind of in the lax musician phase
No, I
of
was
life.
just doing my worship, bro. I was just in the crowd listening to you in your Christian band.
Brandon's a frat boy guitarist for sure.
I was that guy. I was the guy with the acoustic guitar at the party for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I always tried to find an excuse to like play and sing in front of people. Now my voice isn't what it used to be. Like my breath control and shit are just so out of shape.
I always thought I was a good singer, and then I started hanging out with Kendrick, so I don't sing anymore.
Oh shit, man! Don't let me get you down, bro.
Don't sell yourself too short, man.
We do all right. I'll rock karaoke anytime you want.
Oh hell yeah! I love doing karaoke, and it's
Kendrick loves karaoke too. It's his favorite.
False.
What, you don't like to do the karaoke, man? What the hell? You're a singer.
So I have sung karaoke twice in the last 15 years.
Really?
I was there for both of them.
No, you were there for one of them.
Oh, what was it? What was the other one?
It was at a bar with some friends like 17 years ago.
Okay.
And I immediately felt dirty afterwards. Like,
what did you sing?
I don't even remember. But then Brandon and I were in the DR. This was like 2.5 years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And we had been working at the factory all week. And so we decided we were going to take a few days and go to the beach. So we drove to Sosua and stayed in a resort, and they had karaoke. And, Brandon loves karaoke.
Love it.
He got up and sang, was it a Weezer song you sang?
Yeah.
Say It Ain't
Say It Ain't So. That was the one. Yeah.
And
you know what? I knew that you were going to say that. For some reason, I just knew.
And I was just drunk enough that I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it.
I knew drinks were involved.
So I did. I sang
Frank Sinatra. Man, brought the house down. I've never seen Dominicans clap that hard. It was
I love singing Sinatra. It's one of my honestly when I tried to audition for a scholarship at Azusa Pacific University for a music scholarship when I was a senior in high school, and one of the songs I sang was "World on a String," the Sinatra version.
Nice.
Which that's my favorite one, and I remember, and I still regret it. Like when I was my second job out of high school was working at the Olive Garden of all places. And they were just opening this restaurant near where I lived at the time. And part of our training was like they would blare That's Amore for all of us to sing together. And I love that song. Don't get me wrong. It's a fun song. But
the Dean Martin version or what?
Yes, the Dean Martin
version. Is there any other?
There is no other.
There are others, for sure.
That's kind of the definitive version, though.
Yeah. That is the definitive version for sure. But no, I remember I was singing Sinatra to a couple people that I knew, and one of the regional managers like, you need to stand up on that bar and sing that song. And I like, even though I love to perform, I was like,
Coyote style.
Yeah. Get up on the bar. No thanks.
I guess so.
I'm good.
So I kind of wish I had though, because like, especially being a young single guy and working with a ton of beautiful women at that restaurant, I feel like that would have been like a prime opportunity. But
strut those peacock feathers, baby. Absolutely.
Alas, I passed on the opportunity, and just every once in a while, it wakes me up at night.
Yeah, all you can do now is just wonder how life would be if you had done it. So,
come here, buddy.
No, but yeah, no, it's karaoke. Honestly, every chance that I get, I love to just get up in front of people and sing, even though my voice isn't as good as it used to be. Which, like any muscle, I just need to like exercise it way more often, because I'll sing in my car constantly. But yeah, man, I miss it sometimes. I miss getting up on a stage and performing.
Kendrick and I do the car karaoke when we're traveling for sure.
It's the best.
We play some pretty good jams. Yeah,
pretty good. We have a pretty good tune situation when we're riding together. Absolutely.
Yeah, we kind of know what's up. So.
Now, Kendrick, what is like your actual like preferred genre? Obviously, everybody knows you're a massive Billy Joel fan, and you play a lot of his stuff. But like, what's the one genre you always go back to?
If I had to just pick one, it would be 70s rock vein, probably.
Yeah.
Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
I saw Steely Dan live once years ago.
Oh man, that's great. But I love so many different kinds of music. I have a really big soft spot for like old country, like 60s, 70s, 80s country.
Yeah, we listen to a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I really love jazz. All types of jazz, from bebop to smooth jazz. I love it all. So I can find something I like in pretty much every genre, really.
Yeah. No, I'm a pretty basic bro when it comes to my music for the most part. It's just all hard rock and metal. I'll listen to other stuff. I love country. Don't get me wrong. I like country.
Modern country is not country.
It's garbage.
Nah. Like the newer stuff that comes out, I'm not a huge fan of. But like when I was a kid, I grew up. Garth Brooks was playing constantly in the car.
I'm a huge Garth fan. I love Garth.
Oh yeah.
Garth Brooks was always playing. The Thunder Rolls is still one of my favorite all-time songs. I could listen to that song anytime. But that was like a bonding thing for me and my dad. We play it all the time in the car.
Yeah, man. Garth is great. He actually covered a Billy Joel song. One of his biggest hits was actually written by Billy Joel. Shameless.
Yes, I do remember that. Because like I remember when my dad bought that album, because I think it was No Fences. Was that
No
the album that
Fences.
it came off of? Yeah. And my dad was kind of going through the catalog, and he's like looking at how just the only writing credit was Billy Joel, and he's like, holy shit. And like, even though I was like 8 years old, I knew who Billy Joel was because my dad would play him on his record player when I was just a kid. But I remember one of the funniest times at home when my dad was playing, he was playing some, James Taylor.
Hell yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the song, but it was kind of more of like a fast-paced kind of up-tempo song. And my dad played it for me. He's like, I want you to listen really closely. And prior to that, I don't think I'd ever heard a song where somebody cursed because I was just a kid. I was like
Steamroller was the song then, if it's James Taylor.
Yeah, where he says motherfucking towards the end of it.
Yeah, it's Steamroller. Yep.
I was
steamroller, baby. Yeah.
I lost my shit. I was laughing my ass off. He's like, hey, Kyle, listen to this. And my mom was like, Kevin. And he's like, what?
It's James Taylor. Calm down.
Yeah, I know, right? You can't get mad at James Taylor, even if he drops a singular F-bomb.
No, James Taylor could say an F-bomb in the middle of a church service and it would sound like it came from him.
It would sound like worship. Absolutely.
No, yeah, James Taylor was like some of the 90s country and stuff was staples around my house. What was really cool is that when I got older and I started listening to more of like my dad's music, like Van Halen was a staple of my life for decades. I got to see them 3 times.
So are you more of a Roth or a Hagar Van Halen guy?
Definitely Hagar.
Okay.
I think they were better with Hagar. I'm going to say it. Unpopular opinion. I think they were better with Hagar.
No, I absolutely agree.
They rocked harder with Hagar for sure.
Yeah, man.
They pushed themselves musically with Sammy Hagar. Like I was watching because it was they've had like several anniversaries for album releases because this was like the 39th anniversary just recently of OU812. And then not too long before that, I think it was like the 40th anniversary of 5150.
5150. Great.
That
album.
Is there is no bad song on that album.
Dreams, baby. That's my favorite. Song.
That was the first Van Halen's, and I said this to Matty Rock on my episode with him. The first, and it still laughs every time I think about it, because the first time I heard that song was on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie soundtrack. I shit you not. Dreams was on that soundtrack. Now,
yeah, it was.
They actually had a pretty killer, soundtrack for that because like Red Hot Chili Peppers, they did Higher Ground on that one and a couple of others. But yeah, Dreams just like blew me away. I absolutely loved that song. But yeah, no, it's funny how I got introduced to Van Halen like that. And the first Van Halen album my dad bought me was for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. And honestly, that is another Van Halen album that I could listen to all day, now. I absolutely loved it. The bummer is though, I never got to see them with Sammy. I saw them twice with David Lee Roth. And I saw them one time. It was my very first concert, actually, July 4th, 1998. I saw them with Gary Cherone.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. Their brief little foray with, the lead singer of Extreme.
Very brief. It was like that summer, and that's it.
Pretty much. It was just like from 1998 until like a little bit into the next year, and they toured, and that was it. They never released another album with him. They never did anything else with them because they kind of landed flat with a lot of Van Halen fans, which I get, but I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. They were, once again trying to reinvent themselves, and I don't think you can do that a third time.
Yeah, it's tough.
No, it is, but it was a killer show. I'm just glad I got to see them one time at least with Michael Anthony because he's one of my favorite bassists and vocalists of all time. Like, that guy hurts my ears with how high he can go. I don't know if you've ever heard him do, like, his little, like, scream or shriek live.
It's
it'd make your fucking ears bleed, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding. Which actually happened when I saw Aerosmith. There was blood in my ear the next day after I saw Aerosmith.
Aerosmith's great. I like Aerosmith.
No, absolutely. So, but no, that was like most of my musical journey when I was like early teens and stuff like that. And then I started getting into more modern stuff and all that shit. But yeah, that's what made me want to perform. Now, I picked up a guitar because of Eddie Van Halen, didn't learn a fucking thing from him. So,
yeah, at least he inspired you.
No, he absolutely did. So, no, that's those are memories you can't buy, honestly, just thinking about all the time that I was listening to him, you know, as a kid. Some of the best memories of my life, and you know, you can't top that whatsoever. So,
yeah.
But Brandon, I didn't really get a chance to ask you, what's your like the genre of music you always go back to, no matter what you're listening to?
Emo.
That's, I mean, it's in heavy rotation. I won't lie. There's
Love
definitely my emo core. It wasn't a phase, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say what I listen to most often is my familiar '90s alternative. You know, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden,
Yeah.
Alice in Chains, you know, Metallica, stuff like that. That's probably what I listen to the most.
Yeah, no,
90s
I love
alternative.
all of I love all of that. That was my next phase
Deftones.
after.
Yeah, dude. Tool,
Yeah.
Weezer. Come on. There's so many. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I didn't get into Weezer as much as some of my friends did, but I definitely would jam it in the car whenever I had like certain friends of mine just riding along with me, and we blare "Say It Ain't So." And
I was in a band in high school. We started as a Weezer cover band. That was so I'm intimately familiar with their catalog.
No, I was kind of I'm pretty sure there was a song on the Jimmy Eat World album, like the one, well, it was originally titled Bleed American, the one that came out in 2002.
Yeah, it came out in 2001.
Okay. So there was like a song on there, I think that was like dedicated to like something that happened at a Weezer concert or something like that. Like May Angels Take You In.
Yeah, Hear You Me is the name of the song.
Hear You Me.
Yep.
What is the story behind that song? Because I've only ever heard it a couple of times. It wasn't like somebody going to a Weezer concert who passed away.
Yeah, they died the night of the show. One of their friends.
Man.
I don't know the full backstory. It was a tribute song for sure. I actually sang that song at a friend's funeral shortly after that. Yeah. Fitting funeral song. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. No, that was another album I played on repeat constantly this summer after I graduated high school.
Dude, that album helped me really hone in on power chords on electric guitar. I would turn the album on and play along on the guitar in my room as loud as I could. Love that album.
I can still play Sweetness on my guitar even though I'm rusty as hell.
Yeah, dude.
That's one of the that was the first song I heard off that album and immediately ran out to buy it. So, but no. Yeah, like you though, I always go back to like 90s alternative or even 90s metal and stuff like that. I used to be able to do metal screams, but I completely lost it after like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I've never even tried to do the screaming thing. My voice is untrained enough as it is. You know?
I'm trying to get it back. And it is not easy. It is absolutely
the most
not
I
easy.
could scream was more of a Davey Havoc AFI type scream where he's still singing. It's just really strained. You know, that's as high as it went for me.
Yeah, and you can really hurt yourself if you're not careful.
Yeah, I know he had 3 surgeries on his vocal cord, so he didn't know how to do it either.
Oh my gosh,
brutal!
Like Kendrick, what do you do to like keep your voice up? Because like I'm honestly up for pointers right now because like my I still have my singing voice, but it is rusty as all hell.
The best way to maintain your vocal cords is to just use them, right? So when you're driving in your car, sing along. And if you really want to grow the strength of your voice, try and sing until your voice is like just getting tired, and then stop, and then come back a couple days later, and just that's all
belt
you do.
It. Yeah, just belt it. Yeah.
Just
okay.
Full range, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, don't you use autotune?
No.
Sorry, I heard that.
I still laughing.
No, I love that. That's awesome. That reminds me of so many situations with my kids where like I'll be talking about something and they'll ask me a random question and like, nobody. That's nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. You gotta love them because they make everything better, but they also ruin everything simultaneously. I mean that with love. I have 2 kids of my own. That is not a derogatory statement. No, they wreck you in the most beautiful way possible, and they're fantastic.
Amen, bro.
So.
Amen.
No, absolutely. So, well, I don't think we can really talk about too much else because you guys have covered pretty much everything in regards to like the trajectory of Apostate and what's going on over this next year. Now, I definitely plan on being at PCA next year. If I can't, for whatever reason, make it to the Dominican this November, I will definitely be seeing you guys next year in Vegas.
Well, we'll just plan on seeing you in November.
Yes,
yeah, man, you're coming, bro.
Tell your wife that we
insist. Yeah.
We insist.
All right. Well, she'll have a hard time saying no.
We're never gonna go on your podcast ever again. I mean, we will.
I think that's fair.
The stakes are high, babe. They said they'll never do it again.
No, what we could do is we could record an episode while we're down there.
Yeah, totally.
No, that
Absolutely.
would be that would be fantastic.
The factory, that would be badass, dude. Yeah.
No, I that is something again like bucket list sort of thing where like not just going to a factory but being able to make some content there, dude. That would be
you're gonna see fantastic. You'll see the factory, you'll see the farm.
We could get Hochi on there with us.
Yeah, dude. You want to talk to Hochi Blanco? Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. Jesus
man.
Christ, man.
He would love that. Honestly, he would love that. He'll probably not be sober, but he'll love it.
That'll make it all the more interesting and fun, man.
When we're in the factory, it's rum time. That's all I can say.
Oh man,
at about 3 o'clock. It's rum time.
About 3 o'clock is rum time.
All right, I'm there. I'm fucking there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No two ways about it. So
we're gonna hold you to it.
All right. Well, again, the stakes are pretty fucking high, so I'm gonna have to come through. So, but I appreciate you guys jumping on the podcast. I know that you guys have been like on a bunch of different podcasts and things like that recently. You guys have been making the rounds, so I appreciate you coming around to my neck of the woods and hanging out and talking and shooting the shit. So I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. Always a pleasure.
So, well, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Now, Brandon, you know what question I ask at the end of the episode, and Kendrick, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to word it a little differently this time. So you guys, this will be the first time I ask it in this way on an episode. And the answer is in the title of the podcast, the Revelers podcast. So, guys, who rules at life?
Revelers.
Absolutely.
Revelers rule.
Revelers rule. Exactly. So, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And be sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss an episode. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Good night.
I love it.